No,
Okay.
no. If I
So
say
it's
I
not
have
an assumption.
no, if I say I have a great marriage, that does not discount the 25%
yeah.
of the bull. Because I'm comparing the 75-25 and the 80-20.
But you do realize if you have a great marriage, but there's 25% of it's because he doesn't do 25% of what you want or what you like.
That part.
Now, this is what we have to be able to decipher the difference between a great man and a man that will do everything that you want. A great man is not going to do everything that you want because he has to teach you and he has to lead you. So we live in a time where women think if the man challenges her, that it's an issue. No, this is my job. This is why I'm here.
Do you think that?
Me? I did kind of agree with that part.
This is why I'm here.
Do you think that?
I think
The
that
man,
I don't think
if you listen,
I don't think
I will tell you this: the man that does not challenge you does not love you. That is the reality.
And vice
Does
versa.
not
And
love
I
you.
also think that if there's people are expecting perfect out of relationships these days,
Right.
and it's not going to be perfect.
And-
it's constant work.
And I will say this: we all have this idea in our head of this perfect person that does not exist. No one has ever met them.
Never.
Everyone has this idea of this perfect person that no one has ever met. And what I've come to learn is, look, man, you have your core principles, pinpoint what's important to you. And if that person has 2 or 3 of those important things, you work with them.
Yes.
They're not going to be perfect. But if they have but what's important is that they have the desire to grow. If they have that desire, then anything's possible. But if they're rigid and it's just, well, this is just the way that I am, then leave them alone.
Quick question. Let's just say he was 100%. And she woke up one day and saying, no, I don't want this legit dude. This 100. I have the best relationship that has ever existed in the existence of relationships. What rational...
Women aren't rational.
No, hold on. Women are not irrational.
Women aren't rational. That's the reality. And look,
that's what
and
we're
you may
gonna
not
talk
like
about.
what I'm saying. Women are not rational. Women are the only people that will get upset at you for giving them what they want. A woman will want a man who has, I want a man who's wealthy, who's affluent. She gets that. They get married, and now she's complaining about time. Right now, he gives her a time.
But
and
no, she didn't know what she wanted.
Wait, and now.
You just
hit it right.
No,
Women don't know
listen.
what they want.
Wait, but not knowing what you want and irrational is not the same thing.
And then wait. And now he gives her time. Now he puts work aside. Now he's home all the time. Oh, he's home too much. Why are you always home? This is what men deal with on the regular. This is something that I've. This is something. This is something.
So men don't do what do?
No, and I'm not saying this is.
Men be doing a lot of stuff.
Men do, and I'm not saying we don't. But what I'm telling you is, this is something that I've learned to accept about women. I'm not saying it like it's a jab or it's a detriment. Once again, I speak to how God designed us, and I've learned that this is how God has designed y'all. You understand? And
Venus and Mars.
y'all are the only ones. And this is. I always say, a man's job is to provide and protect. And the number one thing you have to protect a woman from is herself. That's the reality.
Maybe it is. So do it. Maybe it's the truth.
That's the reality.
You guys think after
we have a
all
long
this
list of jobs too.
You think after all this time?
No,
there
I'm not
should be-
complaining.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm stating it as a fact. The future faking, you should be able to be punished because, look, you walk into a casino. You know you might win, you might lose. If you lose, you're not able to sue the casino. But if you walked in knowing that you were going to cheat the casino, right?
Right.
Then they have the right to punish you however they wish
So we're talking about intent, then.
because your intent.
Yes,
it's about
exactly.
Intent. Your intent was malicious.
But also, I'm sorry, but I'm not. You can't sue. You can't take legal action. I mean,
There's no way to prove it.
No, right. But also allowing someone to take that many years of your time is also your own.
Because I'm just you got to be accountable.
There has to be accountability.
You got to start waking up.
You got to take the L.
But wait. But then again, y'all saw Lorenz Tate in Menace to Society. People are great actors. I really thought he was O-Dog. People are great actors.
That would be her intent then. That would go towards her intent if she was acting the whole time.
No, but what I'm saying is, so yes, I totally do agree that people have to take a level of accountability for what they allow, but some people are amazing actors.
They are. I will agree with
Some
that.
people are amazing. Look, man, they have dinner with your family and your mother's like, oh my God, you got to marry this guy. Some people are amazing actors. Or you got to marry this woman. Some people are amazing actors, you know? So although fault does fall on the back of the victim to a degree, but I'm just saying that some people are great actors, man.
Well, I like to hear his side. Honestly,
I would
too.
Because
I would like to hear her full side.
Let's find her man. I can do this. What's her name?
I actually would love to hear both sides.
I'd like to hear his side. And I only brought that up because we did discuss the woman that wanted to sue the guy for wasting her time.
Which is out of line.
But I do respect hearing you guys as like your side of, you know, how men think versus how we think. So it's kind of like cool to hear that, because sometimes, you know, I have my point of view as a woman and then I hear it from men's side. I do know that sometimes it might be about to be my time of the month and I will end all of this. So irrational or whatever,
what we do
you
all
know,
the time
so
on
it's
this
like
couch.
You can hear the same situation from a man's perspective, and a woman tends to be two totally
different
stories.
stories, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that means that my feelings or the things that, you know, the reasons I make choices are always off of like, you know,
Not at all.
Both,
No,
you know, unimportant things.
Your feelings are always valid. I think with men, sometimes it gets frustrating, right? Because we believe in y'all, right? And we invest and we hope that we have this thing, like men have like the Superman complex. Some call it Captain Save-A-Ho complex, right? Where we think that, no, I'm going to teach her. I'm going to lead her. She's been through this. She's had the wrong guys. And she's going to grow with me, right? And she's going to begin to understand how much I love her. A lot of women have fear of abandonment. A lot of women can't accept your love. And you try. No,
because
look.
a lot of guys act like the good guy. It sounds so good. The exact person you are right now, imagine I got robbed from a guy that was saying the same
I get
stuff.
it. I get
So what are you going to say?
I get it, but I'm not the guy that robbed.
I don't want to hear that
but
shit.
I'm not the guy that robbed you.
Yeah, but guess what? It's
That's-
still a level that
But I'm still
have to get
not
through.
the guy that robbed you.
Right.
So at the end of the day, why do I keep paying for the ghosts of your past? That's the thing.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
and I'm-
I actually
and
think
I'm not-
that's-
Now, for you
and
to
I'm not-
sit with the person for 5
Yeah.
years, that's showing you that would be an issue.
And I'm not saying, and once again, we don't go into it this way. Okay, we go into it, all right.
Madly in love.
No, it's not even madly in love. We identify, okay, she has traumas. We have conversations, you know, God willing, our conversations are about more than sex, right? And we speak about your childhood. We speak about your upbringing. We speak about whether you had one parent, both parents. So to a degree, I get an understanding, oh, okay, this is where it's coming from. I put in a year, I put in 2 years, I put in 3 years, I put in 4 years, and it's still there, right? And you have to understand that what that also comes with, it comes with the man not being acknowledged. It comes with the man, his efforts not being appreciated because you think that he's the guy that broke your heart. It's draining and it's exhausting. And then what begins to happen is the man begins to question.
Resentment.
It's not, and sometimes it's not even resentment, but what happens is you won't allow him to lead. Now, you're beginning to make him question his own competency. Am I even worth leading? Now it starts to affect him. And sometimes he leaves, not because he wants to, but because if he doesn't, you're going to destroy him.
Yeah, your inadequacies affect his identity.
Yes.
So
Because he sees himself through your eyes. If my woman sees me as nothing, then how can I be anything? That's the part y'all don't
might cry.
understand.
I was about
That was
to say,
so
Jada
good.
is eating it up over
That
there.
was so good.
No, I'm just saying
Ooh.
that's the look, man.
I feel like I'm just starting to get to know a
If
species.
this would happen while you were older, that's a complete different mind fuck. Like if you're in your past 35 and you're in your 40s and this is happening, and you've already created this identity for yourself, you already know who you are, you already done the work. That's devastating.
Yeah.
Is that your
This
story?
is-
That's literally the story. That's it. Clean up. My story?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying we're older men. So imagine going through our battles that we know personally as men on a daily basis, and we get to a point where we're tired of our own shit, and then we go fix our shit, and now we say, okay, I fixed a lot of my shit, but the stuff I haven't fixed, I'm still willing to work on. I'm willing to work on it with you, while also taking on your stuff. And then you say, wake up one day and be like, oh, I don't want this.
and then after you go deal with a man that's worse than me, Cardi B.
Every time.
I mean, but
What?
That's
You can't say
her-
Cardi
That was a
B.
joke.
So I was
Oh,
gonna say,
my
I didn't know if you really
that's
thought
her
that.
own decision.
Whose own decision?
Yeah, if
Are
she,
you
if
talking about Cardi B? We're talking about.
no, I'm not talking about Cardi B.
I
If
said Cardi
she
B 'cause I know it would
decides
set
to
y'all
go-
off.
I would speak to what he was saying before. Like you don't know what you want.
This was a comment that a woman left, right, under one of my posts. It's about standards. She said a standard is supposed to be a non-negotiable value that applies regardless of who's in front of you. When expectations shift based on attraction, status, or emotional attachment, those aren't standards anymore. They're preferences with exceptions. The problem isn't that women have standards. It's that when those standards disappear for certain men, it creates confusion and mixed messaging. Consistency is what gives standards credibility. Without it, you're not standing on principles, you're reacting to desire. So this is what I'm
People
saying.
come up with these
How
things. That was perfect.
because it's the
What
truth.
are you thinking?
Yeah, because you're so strong on an expectation for this man, and he gave you more than you asked for. Then you leave him to go deal with a man that gives you less.
Can I say this?
It is
without-
mind blowing.
Can I say this without everyone's gonna get so mad at me?
No, we
But I
won't.
think
This is
that
a safe space.
or everyone's gonna think I'm dumb. Whatever, I don't care. I think this goes back to the community for men. I
have
think as
one.
though, yeah, I feel as though there's not enough. For example, I feel like men are not held accountable for a lot of things. I feel like men don't have enough people like in their community, in their circles, like because again, like you have broken men creating broken women, and then now they're with other, they're starting new relationships, and
Broken
that's an
families.
issue. And it's like, yeah, creating broken families. I think that there needs to be a reset within men.
I will
honestly,
agree with you,
because-
but that's on both sides of the fence.
I agree, but I'm just saying, why as a woman do I have these trust issues? Because it came from maybe my father. It probably came from my past.
And your father was raised by a mother.
Right.
He
but
wasn't
that's
raised
not-
by his father?
And why was his father not there? Let's talk about that though, because we always
Because
hear
maybe the
men
mother
say-
alienated
No,
him
let
out
me
of her
finish
life.
really quickly
And you're talking
because-
to a
oh,
man.
man, I knew
Oh,
you
I'm
were going to
sorry.
say that.
No,
and I
because
don't never get
and
to
I'm
finish
not-
my point.
Assumption,
Let me just say my
assumption.
point, because you hear these other statistics like, oh, all of these men, 80% of men that are incarcerated were raised in single mother homes. Well, where were the fathers? And why were these men creating these crimes? And even if you weren't with the mother, why weren't you present in your child's life? Why couldn't you be the person that could talk sense into your son? So while we're always trying to say, oh, the single mother this, the single mother that, what is it? Is it that our men are the weakest?